Hello everyone, this is John again. Um, I'm here in beautiful Paris shooting this video, and I think it's only appropriate for me to shoot this video in Paris while talking to you. Well, for some of you who has not seen me before, I'm John Cito. I'm a leadership trainer and executive coach. And one of my quests for being a leadership trainer is to inspire Asian leaders to achieve their dreams and to be able to do what they set themselves up to do. Often in my training and my coaching, my conversations with a lot of executives in Asia, I often hear the underlying voice telling themselves that they're not good enough, that they're not as good enough as their Western counterparts or their Western colleagues, and as a result, they hold themselves back in achieving what they want to do. And you know what, guys? I think it's utterly rubbish to think that. And I think that Asian leaders are just as good as any of our Western counterparts that we know of. And we often put ourselves in this "I'm not good enough" box, or we as Asians, we have this inferiority complex, thinking that we're not good enough, but it's utterly rubbish. Shooting this video in Paris, it reminds me of being here for the first time 16 years ago when I was 19 years old. I remember looking at the Arc de Triomphe right behind me and thinking, wow, my god, this place is beautiful. And am I ever going to be as good as the people I see here? Am I ever just as going to be as good as the other Western students or Western colleagues that I encounter? And I think standing back here today, 16 years later, and doing what I do is a great testimonial that the answer is yes. The answer is I am good enough, and us Asian leaders, we are good enough as our Western counterparts. I grew up in a tiny country called Brunei Darussalam, which only has 400,000 people as a population. And I remember back in 97 and 98, our family went through a big financial problem because of the Asian financial crisis. And at that time, we couldn't even think of where our next meal is going to come from. And making ends meet was a trouble. So being able to stand here today, at that time, it was just unthinkable. And my story is, I didn't think any of those bullshit. I didn't believe in any of the bullshit that our society tells us that we can't do this or we can't do that, and that Asians were just not as good enough as the other people. I work hard to get to where I am today. I own my little business, and I help and inspire other Asian leaders or other leaders to achieve their aims and their goals. And I travel a lot for work, and I travel a lot for pleasure as well. So standing here today as who I am, as a leadership coach and as an entrepreneur, and standing right here in front of the Arc de Triomphe to be able to share with this video to you. Also telling myself 16 years ago that, you know what, John, 16 years ago when you're 19 years old, walking along the Champs-Elysees here, you thought you were not good enough, but now, at 35 years old, you're standing back here and you're inspiring other leaders to achieve their aims and their goals. So if you're watching this video, you're probably a young corporate leader, you're probably starting your career, or you've already have 10 or 20 years under your belt as a corporate leader. And whatever your story is, if you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, you're bullshitting yourself. I want to end this video by showing you how beautiful Champs-Elysees is. You see behind me, that's the Arc de Triomphe. And I'm just going to show you the Champs-Elysees that's right behind you. Let's turn around. And this is Champs-Elysees. And I'm going to show you the Arc de Triomphe. And this city continues to inspire me. And I always think how beautiful this city is. So I'll see you very soon. and I'll speak to you in the next video.